Hello, welcome to Revelator Al. This is a live session and I am basically taking you on a live ride with me. Let us know in the chat what I'll do. I'll try and pull over later and see if I can answer some of your things, but so I can't guarantee the signal. I'm going to try and take you on a ride along an infamous local road, and it's called the 13 Bends of Death. Would you believe? Now when I first moved to this area over 20 years ago, I'm sure it used to be called something like the 9 Bends of Death or the 10 Bends of Death, but over the years they seem to have added Bends of Death. So anyway, it is the 13 Bends of Death, would you believe? So that's it. Listen, if you're in the chat, let us know. If you're just joining now, I'm literally doing this live ride. Come ride with me, and I'm taking you on a live ride on the heroic Harley to the 13 Bends of Death, which is a treacherous road where lots of accidents occur, unfortunately, and that's why it's called 13 Bends of Death. But it's actually not that bad at all. I ride along it all the time. It's just, you know, people misjudge bends and all that kind of stuff, but it's just a road that kind of goes up and down, goes through the trees in parts, and I think people just misjudge it, you know. But anyway, listen, I can't guarantee that the signal will be good all the way there, so this will be about half an hour ride, 45 minutes ride. I'll quickly, you know, pull over at some point and check out all the comments if you've got any questions or anything like that. I thought it'd be a bit of fun just to try out this live ride. I've actually gotten, if I can get my helmet in shot there, I've got my full face helmet on now as well with the camera, and I've also linked up to my microphone, so let me know if you can hear me okay. Hello Diego, hello, how are you? Thank you for joining. And listen, say if the audio is not that great, I apologize. But I say I thought I'd have to go with the full face helmet. I never wear this anymore, I've got to say. I'm always with my open face helmet. I don't do kind of motor vlogs anymore in that kind of traditional sense, so it's a bit of an interesting one. Anyway, listen, we shall persevere. I mean, if you want to do motor ride, this is the only way to do it. You need a full face helmet to block out the wind. But anyway, listen, so right now, where am I? I've just gone through I have a little place called if you're into your celebrities, then this George Clooney and his family have got a house here. I don't know if they live here permanently, but they've got a house here. There's a pub just behind me where you know, this George Clooney has been seen with Brad Pitt, you know, having a cheeky little pint in the local boozer. So anyway, there we go. So it's I think he lives a bit further up here somewhere. Anyway, but that's I've never seen him, you know. The only celebrity I've seen is I don't know, some D-list celebrity that nobody's even ever heard of, you know. And most of the time, anytime I've bumped in some kind of celebrity, I didn't even recognise them. There we go. I mean, it just goes to show how in tune I am with, you know, fame and infamy. But anyway, listen, I'm going to take this road. I would normally go through the city, cut through the city, but because it's a Saturday afternoon, I thought it might be a bit of a pain, so I thought I'd come on the back roads and kind of do a loop and join it afterwards. So we'll see how this goes. This might be a complete disaster, or it might. It's what, 4:10 now. I do need to get to work. I mean, you know, it's one of those things. So let's just see. Funny enough, I had a bit of problems with getting the stream up for whatever reason. Didn't quite work. But anyway, listen, I'm here. I'm going to keep on chatting away. As I say, let us know in the chat that you're watching. Let us know what you think of this kind of thing, doing a live ride along, me sort of chatting away. I do want to let you know that I did post that I got stickers now, and I just want to say a big thank you to the very first customer, as it was, Big John. But I won't say your full name, but Big John. He ordered a set of stickers on the website, and I went to go and post them literally just before making this ride. And would you believe the post office is closed because it's a Saturday, but the shop had run out of stamps, first class, second class stamps, so I couldn't even post them. So there we go. They will be on their way to you, honestly. So anybody want any more stickers, you know, by all means, place your order. I think it's all self-explanatory. It's just a way of getting some stickers and also showing a bit of support for the channel, just to you know, try to plan for future projects as well. But anyway, listen, it's a beautiful afternoon here. It's been a really muggy, sort of damp morning, and it's I thought it's gonna, you know, the heavens were gonna open and it was gonna rain, but no, it's great. In fact, I'm sweating buckets really. I'm only wearing my jacket here, you know, my normal Risha jacket. Somebody asked me a few weeks ago, and I hope I answered, but I'm not sure if the message got through. They want to know what kind of Risha jacket this is. I don't really know. It's a really old one. I don't really change my biking clothing that often. I very rarely do, so I kind of buy something and I stick with it until literally it falls apart. So I could have a jacket for 15-20 years, you know, boots the same, you know, trousers the same. Once I get a pair, I just kind of wear them out to death, and then I change it. So I'm not a really good advertisement, let's say, for new clothing or boots or all that kind of stuff, because I very rarely change it myself. You know, I'm trying to be honest with you. You know, I could say to you, oh look, I mean, every now and again I get a new helmet, so I'll tell you, look, I've got this new helmet, right? But that's only because you know, I've outworn the other one, or it's got so loose because I've worn it so much, you know. But yeah, but anyway, let's just see. Hopefully we'll be all right. I say it's going to be I'm not, I say, I can't really pay attention to the chat whilst I'm riding, but hopefully you'll get the idea. I've literally got the feed on my phone just so I can monitor whether the feed is still there, as opposed to, because I think I might lose a signal here at some point. But anyway, listen, we're gonna give it a go. It's the way it is. So what have I been doing today? Well, I'll tell you what, it's been a bit of a funny morning really. I was in the Breaking Bad camper again this morning, fixing some lighting. Had some lighting issues. You know, when no matter where it is, whether it's on your bike, in your car, in a camper van, in your house, whatever, there's a light that doesn't work, and you think, why doesn't this light work? So you end up having to think, right, I'm gonna have to retrace the wiring, right? So you retrace the wiring if you can, and then you think, well, why isn't it working? Why isn't it working? You test all the power, you see if there's, you know, power getting to it. Yeah, all along the line there's different connectors, and I'll check, yeah, I got power there, check. I got my multimeter out to check whether there's, you know, power, you know, 12 volts going through. Yeah, all the way along. And what it was, right at the light itself, there's a little switch on it, it disconnected from there. So I'd basically taken the camper, you know, half the camper apart, you know, taking all these panels off just to check this flipping light. And it was the light itself in the end, not the wiring. I was just like so annoyed. I was just putting a new connector on it, and away I went. I was just like, great, perfect, marvellous. But anyway. No, right, I'm at the traffic lights here. I'll quickly read here. An aging rebel. I like that. It makes you nervous watching riding on the wrong side of the road. I bet it does. I bet it does. That's right, as long as I'm riding on the same side of the road as all the other traffic going in the same direction, that's all that matters, I suppose, isn't it? You know what I mean? Anyway, the sun is shining, I'm at the traffic lights. What do you normally do when you're at the traffic lights? Well, for me, I'm talking to myself, obviously, like a lunatic. But for you, maybe you have a little sing-song, whatever. Oh, God, in the pub on a Saturday afternoon, and there's me on my way to work. But listen, it doesn't matter, because I'm talking to you guys. I'm talking to you. Well, I'm talking, you're listening. Whether I'm talking to you, at you, it's hardly a conversation, is it? But there we go. We do what we can. As I say, it's signals in this country for phones, you know, and internet. It's a bit dubious at best at times. You know, so sometimes you can have full signal, the next minute you can't. So if the video feed goes a little bit wonky, that's the reason why. So if you were just in, you know, this happens even in a city, you know, you think you can have a great signal, next minute you don't have a signal. Very odd. Anyway, I'm not going to keep on harping about that, because there we, oh, really? Red light spells danger. Anybody remember that song? Let us know who sang it. Right, okay, well, that's a nice old building, isn't it? It's the Caversham Library. Lovely. And hopefully at the next set of traffic lights, basically that's all I need to do. I turn right, and then it's the 13 bends of death. Here we go. Right, I think I've said this before, but I really do not like the riding at the weekend most of the time. Too many leisure drivers, or drivers driving leisurely, I should say. There never seems to be any real purpose. Right, so basically I'm going to come on here now and onto this road, this turn right here, and then I'll be on the 13 bends of death, and hopefully you won't be experiencing any deathness from me. You know, it'll be okay. Let's see if I can quickly zip in here. Thank you very much. Right, here we go. So we've just had the big Reading Festival here, which was a bit of a palaver last weekend, but all good. Well, I think by all accounts the lineup wasn't that great this year, so but there we go. I didn't know. My son went. He thoroughly enjoyed himself, you know, but being an old fogey that I am, I stayed home with a hot cup of cocoa and a newspaper, just to keep me company. And if you believe that, you'll believe anything. But anyway, right, so I'm not exactly sure when this 13 bends of death starts, but it's coming up soon. Basically, as soon as we start clearing the houses and we get out onto the open road, that's where it starts. There we go, look. So for those of you just joining now, as I say, it is a live ride, live session. I thought experiment with it and show a bit of a live ride with me, where I'm riding, all that kind of. Also, not prepared or anything like that. So let us know, first of all, the picture quality. Let us know about the audio quality. So none of these things I can control on a live session on a basically, so I can just do what I can do, as it were. But hopefully it's you know, almost watchable, let's put it that way. It's always a pain, isn't it? I mean, it's not exactly, you know, riveting viewing here. I understand that, because it's well, I'm just following cars right now. But let's see if I can zip past these here, get to the front of the queue, you know, bully my way through. There we go. Right, another set of traffic lights. I think I made a video a couple of weeks ago where I said, you know, I had a green run in the morning. Every set of traffic light I went through was green. Today, they all seem to be red. This is my life right now. Everything is on red. There we go. At least he said hello. Very nice. You would not believe the amount of people who ride motorbikes these days do not even wave, do not even nod anymore to other bikers. Now, I'm not making a big point of it, well, I suppose I am, but what I'm saying is there are so many people riding bikes these days who don't seem to have that feeling of some kind of, you know, I don't want to use brotherhood, but you know, that fraternity, as it were, of riders on the road. They don't seem to care. I broke down on my bike the other day. There's a video coming out about it soon. 3 bikes passed me, right, as I was pushing my bike down the road. Not one slowed down, see if I was okay, see if I needed any help. Not one. not one. You know, and any time I see a bike on the side of the road, I always slow down, I always say, "You all right, you all right?" And usually people wave me on, fine, that's no problem, you know. But so many times this happens, and I don't know what it is. I actually don't know what it is, why people don't want to. I don't know if it's they don't want to help, they don't feel the need to help. They see it like a grown bloke and they think, oh, he can fend for himself. I don't know, I actually don't know what it is, but it seems to be happening quite a lot these days. I mean, I hear about it from people, other people as well, but it seems to be. And listen, there are those who don't nod, don't wave, don't care about the other bike, and fine, you don't have to. I'm not saying you do, but at the same token, I don't want to paint a dull picture and I say every biker out there is rubbish. You know, they don't say hello to any other bike or help you. No, because there are lots who do. But I'm saying I do notice it over years. It's many years now, and I think I've talked about it on previous videos, you know, on days gone by. You know, that there does seem to be a change. There has been a change over many years. You know, and this is not necessarily one particular group of riders or who ride a particular type of bike. I see it across all. I see it across all. Harley riders, BMW riders, sports bike riders, whatever. I see it all. There's definitely in this country, definitely more and more people riding bikes who are just doing it out of convenience. There is more and more doing it as they're riding it as toys. I'm going to say that, but there we go. Yeah. But there we go. There we go. Right, anyway, so out the open road. This is the 13 bends of death. If you can put up with this, then oh wow, look at this. Look at this. So basically this is probably 1, 2, there's probably a couple more coming up here. There is a bit up ahead where it goes round, left, right, in a dip, up, down, up again. I don't know where that is, but there we go. I've already gone through it. Maybe I've already gone through it. Oh, blimey. There we go. But there we go. What a beautiful. I mean, I love this kind of thing. I love riding open road. Not going very fast. Speed isn't my thing anymore. Don't really care for it. But I love just going through the trees. I love hitting the trails, back roads, that kind of stuff. There's a lovely trail through there. I've got to tell you this. Down, but it's good look. You know, and people all you're giving everybody a bad name. Oh, you a finger. You shouldn't be doing that. Well, little do they know. Whenever I've you know, made a video, either it is a public access trail, you know, byway, which you call over here, or I'm just making a video on my way where I'm going along that trail to get to somebody's property, and that is an access road or access way. Or guess what? Mind if I'm right here? Yeah, do. I'll say this. All the thing, you know, people say, "Oh, that's look like a great trail." Where is that's the problem? Is you see and the idea free for all. It's funny, I was watching, which I found a bit weird, I've got to say. The other day I was watching one of these camper van, motorhome, van lifey type things, but not in the kind of cheesy Instagram way. It's basically just a bloke talking about finding places to park overnight, and there's this app which I use and others use in this country where it shows you all these parking places, and they say don't use it don't tell anybody. He was saying, this is basically what this bloke was saying, don't tell anybody where you're parking overnight. You know, don't tell anybody, because as soon as you tell anybody, then it ruins it. And that's the same for trails for me. As soon as you tell anybody where you're riding, it kind of ruins it. And you know what it's like? You can be responsible for what you do, and you can't be responsible for what other people do. But also, you can't trust what other people do or what strangers are going to do. And no matter what people say, you know as well as I do, as soon as you'll get one idiot or two idiots or whatever it is, a group of people, and they'll leave their crap lying around, they'll hoon around trails, they'll scare horses, they'll scare people, and that's it, ruins it for everybody. So anyway, there we go. Right, anyway, listen, this is the 13th Bends of Death. Hopefully no bends of deathage, no carnage going on today, which is always nice. But hopefully you're enjoying the ride. So I can't really say for sure whether you're getting a good signal here. I've come out into the sticks a little bit, and maybe that's the best I can do, put it that way. I'm going to be working now until about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, earliest. I'm hoping to get a... So I'm trying to set my camera up so that, you know, you can come along for that if you want to. Don't worry, I'm not going to be doing lots and lots of these rides anymore. You know, I just thought it'd be a bit of fun just to have a little chat, do it live, and you know, talk a little bit as I'm going along. And the difficulty is just to keep on rambling on, so you guys are not you know, you're not bored, you know. But you know, if you don't want to hear me talk, then just turn the volume down and just look at the live feed. That's all you need to do. And so I used to do a lot of this all the time. I used to do a lot of just on my computer if I was working away at something. I'd have a live feed of a train, would you believe? So I found it quite therapeutic. So I thought it'd be quite cool to do the same thing with bikes as well. But anyway, there we go. Listen, so if you're in the chat or if you're in the comments later, let us know. So I'm not going to be looking at the chat now. I'll look at it a little bit later on and then see how we go. But I don't even know how good this is going to be, you know, coming out into the sticks. But look, this is a nice view here. Beautiful. Out to the open road. Very, very nice. Lovely. Big open fields. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Oh, lovely. Very, very nice. So this little part depends. There's a lot more. There's a lot more than 13. So I don't know where it officially starts or where it officially stops. That's for sure. But you know, it's we're still in the throes of harvest time here in the UK. Most of the fields have been, you know, harvested now. I think, yeah, most of them have. I think the farmers are going to be doing their bit the next couple of weeks, ploughing it all in and redoing it. But we've had a long, dry summer here. We had a couple of spells of rain recently. So if you're from abroad, you wouldn't know that. But if you're from the UK, you'd know that. But it's a really muggy day. Muggy afternoon as yeah. I think I'm wearing because I've got a liner in this jacket as well, just in case it rains. I keep wearing it. It's so comfortable the weather. But most of the time I don't wear this. Now I wear my open face helmet. I wear my, you know, riding shirts. I don't really wear, you know, clothing, you know, because it's too warm. I just don't wear it. I wait till it's autumn, spring, winter, obviously, to start putting on my heavyweight stuff on. But there we go. And this is a nice. This road is really great when there's no traffic on it, because you can really turn it on, you know, and away you go. Oh, what's this fella doing? See, oh no, he's waiting for a bus. He's just waiting for a bus. Don't panic. He wasn't a hitchhiker. He was not a hitchhiker. Don't panic. Thank you for driving carefully. You're welcome. Nice little sign there. I always wonder what they have those fence posts, those gated fence posts on the road. I think it must be some kind of, you know, old estate, and it marks the edge of the old estate or the gateway to an old estate or something. I don't know, but they have them here, but I haven't seen them necessarily. We have just sort of weird gates on the side of the road that don't seem to mean anything. So I don't know if it's a local. Whatever. Oh, Ridgeview. Oh, there's a campsite there. Oh, that's a different one. I've never seen that one before. Oh, look, it's over there. There we go. Ah, I have to see if I can check that out. Wow, wow, wow. You know, we're coming into a place. Wow, we're heading towards Didcot and Wallingford, so Oxfordshire, pretty much right now. We've ridden from Berkshire to Oxfordshire. They had a festival here last night. I think it's going on tonight as well. Called. It is what it is. I don't know exactly what the theme of this festival was, but there we. Festivals are a big thing in the summertime in the UK. There seems to be, like, you'd have a knitting festival, you know, or a sheep shearing festival, you know, a festival about anything. Possibly a few beers. What more do you want? That's what I'm going to say. What more do you want? There we go. That's a nice trail up there as well. Well, it's not a trail. It's an access road to a farm. But I think they've got a farm shop up there or something like that. So besides, it's got like a tree-lined trail, really high popular. So it's right up there. But anyway, I digress. Hop on. On my. That's right. Bike's moving. Thank you very much. There we go. Lovely. At least somebody's nodding at me. Right, let me just go this way. Right. You know what, guys? Much of the live stream. I thought I'd bring you along for the ride. If you're around at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, listen, I'm going to do it again. You know, have a bit of fun with it. Talk you through the creepy side on the way back. I can't guarantee the quality of the video. I can't guarantee how much you'll see, the lighting. I'm going to adjust the settings on the camera for the darkness. I'm going to put, you know, my headlights on. You know, be nice to do for you and come through well. But thanks for joining. Thanks for, you know, watching here, and thanks for the support of the channel. I know videos are not getting many views right now, but listen, I said I'd stop making videos for a while. There's quite a few videos to the end of September already planned, also already uploaded. You know, all to do is going to make a few sessions every now and again, either on the bike or, you know, in front of the camera in the workshop or whatever, or just whatever, having a little chat from time to time. And I'll just let the channel do its thing for the time being and see how it goes. And if it grows, if the views pick up, great. If they don't, I don't know, there's nothing else I can do really. I'm researching right now why all the views have gone and all that sort of stuff, and you know, I'm trying to produce different sorts of content. But hey, you know, even if the subscribers are not watching the videos, there's nothing I can do about it. All I can say is just keep on making the content that I enjoy making, and hopefully you know, you'll come along for the ride as well and enjoy watching it, and tell your friends and share the content. do. But listen, the heroic family riding very, very nicely today. After weeks ago, a week or so ago, a good video coming out of that. Very easy job. It's, I think, do you know what I mean? These things can get over-explained to people, and I think sometimes just do this, do that, bish bash bosh, done. There you go. That's all you need. You know, you don't need to be given the, you know, war and peace on anything. But there we go. And I've been critical of, I've been criticised of that myself, and quite rightly so. I've kind of waffled on, you know. But sometimes you think, okay, I'll give all as much information as I can. And other times you think, do you know what? Just get down to it. Just give the facts, what you need to do. But anyway, listen. This is it. I'm going to pull over here. I'll have a quick look at the comments now. Let me have a look. Not sure how much of a signal we got. Diego, I have a question with the Sport Go regarding RPMs. Audio and connection is great. Thanks very much. That's good. Well, okay. So if you want to send us an email about that, or just let's ask the question in the comments, Diego. What's the highest RPMs you ride your Sport Glide, or what would be the safest but higher RPMs for you? Would you recommend? Do you know what? I tend to keep my RPMs quite low. Anyway, I tend to cruise around quite a lot. But look, you know, 5,000-6,000 revs. I mean, I've got a tuner on my bike, so you can actually adjust. I wouldn't suggest that you adjust the RPMs on it. Just keep it, you know, whatever it is, and it can cope with it. It can definitely cope with, you know, higher revs. There's no problem. If you want to ride, you know, 4,000 or 5,000 revs, there's no problem, even on a stock bike. But I tend to, you know, if you want to preserve the longevity or preserve your engine for a long period of time, you've got to think about riding the bike in a more conservative manner. So, you know, smoother shifting, less aggressive riding, lower revs, you know, that kind of thing. 6 points for overtaking on pedestrian crossing. Well, you know, it is what it is. You know, wagging fingers and all that, what I can say. What can I say? I've been all around the world and I will never get used to the left lane driving. I have to stop and think hard every single intersection. Yeah, well, that's true. That's the same for us as well, I suppose. Right, anyway, listen. Thanks very much, guys. Thanks very much. There we go. Maybe you can see that. That's my setup for the day. And hopefully you enjoyed that as well. But I'll catch you on the next video, whenever it is, next live stream. But I'll say I will be doing another one of these after 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning tonight for a creepy ride home. And I'll catch you again. Ta-da. Right, how do I turn this off now? Just bear with